Hi kiddos, welcome to day 3, Thursday, March 26th of remote learning. Let's jump right in with your tasks for today. Just like always, kinders first, then firsties, and then we'll do math for everyone. All right, kinders, you have another handwriting page. This one says, I see a tall man over there. So we're gonna look at I, you should know that word by now, see, A, and then this word right here should be an easy sound out. Man. Okay? So we're going to nicely write our names, write that sentence in print and cursive, and try to pick out those words that you can read. And then here's the same exact thing in cursive. All right, that's job 1. Job 2. Today is the day that we draw something and add words from our word family. So you're drawing a shed today, and I'm actually going to teach you how to draw it in 3D. Are you ready? Okay. You're going to start with a square or a rectangle, one of the two, and then you're putting a triangle on the top. So it should look like this. Now this is kind of the tricky part, but it ends up looking really cool. You're going to take and make 3 diagonal lines all going the same way. So I go like this, and like this. And then I'm just going to connect them. So I'm going to connect these with a vertical line and these like that with a slanted line. And now you have a 3D shed. And on that shed, you probably want to add a door, maybe put some land with grass or a tree. And then you're going to think of your ed words. So the first one would be shed. S-H-E-D. And then maybe with mom and dad, I'll think of a few more with you, and then I want you to come up with at least 5 ed words. So think of words that rhyme with shed. Shed. What about bed? And red. That's 3. So you and your parents can come up with 2 or more that you could add to your picture, and then you need to color it. Now, there's one word that kids love to put in this word family that doesn't fit, and that's the word said. It sounds like it rhymes, but said is spelled very differently than it sounds. So said won't work today. These 3 will, and then you can add one more. You can do this on a white piece of paper. Draw 5 words, color. That's job number 2. Job number 3 is words just like yesterday. So you could do this even on the back of your shed that you draw. You can fold it into fourths or just divide it into fourths, and we're going to do 4 new simple words to sound out, draw, and color. So the first one today will be mug. So you're going to draw a mug and then find those 3 sounds. Mug. That's picture 1. Picture 2 is a pot. So you're going to draw a pot and then sound out pot. That's your second one. Your third one is a number 6. Now this one gets a little tricky because the third sound sounds like 2 sounds. But listen, it's s, I, like igloo, I, and then x, x. All right, that's your third. And your fourth today is a map. App. That's your third one, or fourth, excuse me. So those are your 4 pictures on your third job. And then your fourth job will be reading your little book. Remember, if you can read it twice, that's best. So sound it out once with mom or dad, and then you can read it to a sibling, even a little brother or sister who can sit and listen to your story. So recap, kinders, your 4 jobs. Number 1, your handwriting page. Number 2, your 3D shed with ed words. And number 3, your pictures that you're going to draw, color, and sound out. And then 4 is reading. Now, first graders, you are back in your book and you're doing pages 71 to 89. So, these are some longer pages. If it starts to be really cumbersome, parents, if this is taking a really long time, feel free to cut it off and you can just pick up where they left off tomorrow. So you're just, once again, checking if there's something that was underlined. You want to go back and look at if you fixed it properly. If you didn't, go ahead and do that today. And then if there was a page or more than one page that you missed, now is the time for you to go ahead and fill that out. Again, that's pages 71 through 89. Okay, second job, spelling. Again, we need to write them 3 times or practice with 3 different people. And tomorrow I'm going to ask your parents to give you a test, so you need to be ready. You can't look at anything. You need to be ready to spell those for your parents. That's your second job. Your third job is your long and short I page. So once again, you'll have short on the left, long on the right. You're going to sound it out, draw a picture, and color it. So on your short page, you might see one of your favorite words, pig. Sound it out, draw me the cutest little pig I ever saw, color it, and then you're done with that. On the long side, remember, when you see a word, you need to look for the letters making the long I sound. So for example, this says L, I, T. You would need to color all 3 of these letters, I, G, and H, because those are the 3 making the I sound. And then you would need to draw me a light. Okay? Short I, draw and color. Long I, draw and color. Make sure you color the letters making the long I sound. And then your fourth job is reading. Hopefully that 15 minutes is starting to fly. So quick recap, firsties. Job 1, pages 71 to 89 in your handwriting. Job 2, practice those spelling words 3 times, whatever that means in your family. Maybe you write them, maybe you practice with people. Job 3, long I page, color it. And job 4, reading. All right, now we are going to jump into math. And math today for kinders is a repeat of yesterday. I really want you guys practicing your addition and subtraction. So parents, I'm gonna leave that to you how many you would have them do. In class, we would probably do this for about a half an hour. So you go ahead and watch if they're starting to get worn out. You can cut it short. If they're crushing it, you can go long. And it will be the same game as yesterday. So you will just need your pack of cards and a nickel or whatever you chose to choose plus or minus. So just like yesterday, you're going to get out your cards. You're going to pick 2 of them. So getting rid of my king, don't want him. 5 and 4. Always put the big number first. So you would write down your 5, write down your 4. Now I'm going to flip my coin. Heads, that means plus. So now I'm going to count it. Remember, you have 2 choices. You can draw the dots, or you can look at your cards and count the shapes. So I could count the clovers on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that would be a 9. Okay. 5 plus 4 is 9. Now remember, if you flip it and you get a tails, you can go ahead and do minus. And if I were to do a minus, 3 and 6, I would put the 6 first. So I would say 6 minus 3 equals, I'm going to draw my 6 dots. And then this reminds me to cross out 3 of them. So I go 1, 2, 3, count what's left. There are 3. 6 minus 3 is 3. So parents, again, I would say maybe choose a number, tell your child to do a dozen of these, or go ahead and have them do it until they start to peter out. In our class, it would be about 30 minutes. I will leave that up to you. The other option for your kinders, if they're really starting to crush through their addition and subtraction with small numbers, would be to give them larger numbers to start. So you could tell them a teen number. For example, if I picked these, I could make it 15 minus 4 or 15 plus 4. You could do that. Or you could have them start picking 3 cards. Kiddos, if you pick 3 cards, you have to do addition. You can do subtraction, but that's an order of operations thing, and you won't get into that until you're bigger. Kind of like negative numbers. You can know they're there, but we're not quite ready for them. So if you add all together, it would be 9 plus 5 plus 4, plus signs in between, and then you would count all of them. So that's another option if your kid is ready for a little bit of a push. All right, First graders, you have a math test today. Ooh la la. I will read through it with you, and then I will show you your second side of your double digit addition, which I think you're going to like because it's going to get harder. All right, you need your name and the date. Don't worry about day of the week. Okay, here is your problem. It has two parts, so listen carefully. It says Randy counted 24 pennies. So he put them in groups of 10. You need to draw them in groups of 10. So you would have 2 groups of 10 and 4 leftovers. That's your first part. Draw the 24. Then it says Philip gave him 10 more. So you need to draw another group of 10 and then write your equation. So it would be 24 plus 10. Figure out the answer. How many does he have now? Now this one, remember we've been looking a lot at greater than, less than, where those numbers fit in. It's asking you to circle any of these numbers that could be where the X is. So any numbers that are bigger than 26 but smaller than 34. So remember how we go through. I look at 25. Is that bigger than 26? Nope, not that. Cross him out. I go to the next one, 28. Is he bigger than 26? Is he smaller than 34? If the answer to both of those questions is yes, circle it. There will be 2, not just 1, be careful, 2 answers to this question. All right, this says point to the hexagon that is divided in thirds. Remember, thirds, 3 pieces. Color 1/3 blue. So you find the one in 3 parts, color one of the parts blue. The next one says point to the hexagon divided in half. Half means 2 parts, color 1/2 red. So the one that has 2 parts, half of it's red. The other one says point to the hexagon divided into sixths. That means 6 pieces, color 1/6 green. You will notice these match the colors of our shapes in class. So if you're really looking at it, you will remember that a rhombus is blue. So you'll know that this one needs to be colored blue. Okay, just 1 piece of each one needs to be colored. Then you are finding answers. It's just plus 10. Remember how our chants go. 7, 17, 27, 37, 47, 57. So you can look at this and just add a 10 on, or if you want to, move it over, stack them up, and add it. Okay? This says use the classroom calendar to answer these questions. You can't really do that. So I will tell you the answers. The date of the first Monday of this month was March 2nd. So March 2. What day of the week will it be tomorrow? Well, if today is Thursday, you should know that the next day is. Your parents can help you write that. And then how many days are in a week? There are, you know that from our song. All right, the back will be just math facts. You guys should be cruising through these. Remember, you should start to have a lot of these memorized or use a trick to help you get there that isn't just your fingers. All right, that's your math test. Then you're going to go to your double digit page on the back. So yesterday we did the front. Here were my couple examples. We colored the 10s one color and the 1s another. Today you're going to notice something a little different. So I will color my 10s and 1s. I'm going to color my 1s green and my 10s yellow. Now remember, we always want to add up our 1s first, and today you'll see why. Maybe you did on that special one yesterday. So I'm going to go over here and say what's 8 plus 3? And your answer is 11. Now, you cannot write both digits of 11 here. So the 1's house stays, that's a 1. And then the 10 is going to fly over here. And now we add up all of our 10s. So 6 plus 1 is 7, plus 2 is 9. So you should get 91. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing over here. Color our 10s and 1s. And then we're going to add them up, starting in the 1's house. Now let me show you why. If I started in the 10's house and I said, oh, I know 7 plus 1 is 8, and I put an 8 here, then when I go over here and get a number bigger than 9, I'm going to have extra digits here, and that won't be right. That would put my answer in the hundreds, which is not correct. So we always want to start in the 1's house. So 9 plus 8, those two numbers are next to each other. I can double plus 1. 8 plus 8 is 16, plus 1 more is 17. Think of the number 17. The 7 is in the 1's house. He's going to stay. Sorry, I'm trying to write this so you can see it. And then the 1 is going to go. The one from my 10. That was a terrible one. Don't do it that way. All right, and then, so I have a 7 in the 1's house. Now I go to the 10's house. 7 plus 1 plus 1 is 9. And my answer is 97. So you can continue that with all of these. Parents, if you have a firstie who's crushing through math, they go through their test super fast, and they're crushing this double-digit addition, and they don't need help with it, you can certainly move them to 3-digit addition. So simple numbers in the hundreds, like 126 plus 243. You can go ahead and start them on those, make them up, make them carry. That's great. This is, like I said in an email, the part of the year where some of us are refining our skills and some of us are ready to push on. So if you see your kiddo ready to push on, go ahead and do that. You're just making them more ready for the next grade. All right, so quick recap. You each have 4 jobs in the morning. The 4th job is reading. And then you have a game for kinders in math, firsties a test, and double-digit addition in math. All right, I am going to make another video if you want to do the Saint of the Week and another history project for Athens and Sparta that will include some coloring, some word writing, and learning a little more about those city-states. And if you don't do that, I will see you tomorrow. I love you. God bless you. Bye.